to mention something that you brought up in the panel that we did last night or yesterday afternoon, which was this Gen X concept, because it's something that I've mentioned on the show for quite some time, that we desperately needed the shift. Most people understand the shift away from the boomers, that, okay, you guys had a great run, you ran it probably a little longer than you should, but then everyone got focused on the millennials or the Zoomers and they skipped the people who are basically upper 30s into mid 50s, let's say, that's our crew, who are in the prime of their lives, physically, mentally, probably have a little money, have garnered a little success, that remember the world pre-internet. It seems like right now, largely through Elon, we're getting our moment here. Do you think we're going to take it and do something good with it? If you agree with the premise.
Well, it's an interesting question. So let me just say something.
Well, I got one.
So that we can lose as many audience members as possible.
Okay.
We have 4 groups of people, generationally speaking, that are arguably not reality-based at a generational level. The silents, the boomers, the millennials, and Gen Z. For whatever reason, some grew up too much with the screens, some got a chance to milk the system and basically broke things for their own benefit. And so we are the odd ones out. Everybody's dependent upon us for some degree of reality, which is why so many of the talking heads of the podcast circuit are Gen X. But everyone's a little scared to see them in power. And so partially what you're seeing is this kind of righteous indignation of highly capable, reality-based people at a generational level. And the thing that we don't have is we don't have a history of being able to do much. And even Elon is really using much younger people to actually carry this out. He's not surrounding himself.
Right, Doge is a bunch of 20-somethings.
Exactly. So I'm not positive whether we're going to have our moment. I can make a decent argument that our moment never comes. For example, no one born in the 1930s will ever be president of the United States. For whatever reason, that's a decade which just not a single person ever got to the Oval. So I don't know.
So although you don't know, I suspect you think it would be good for a series of reasons, right? Like that we did grow up pre-internet, some of what I just laid out there, just literally in terms of the age.
Right.
The wherewithal of a certain set of people to go ahead and do something.
So I could make the argument that Donald Trump went from being one of these 3 presidents to come born during the 3 summer months of 1946, along with W. and Bill Clinton, right at the beginning of the baby boom. And he came back as Gen X.
That's interesting.
Yeah. You can make that argument that more or less, once you get completely screwed over by your society, you start to resonate with us.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting. So in some sense, we have our Gen X president. It's bizarre, but and maybe that's also because he just looms so large for us in the